Welcome to the Balanced Blood Sugar Podcast, where we focus on everyday wellness for everyone. I'm Adrienne Wheat, a registered nurse, here to share tips, habits, and lifestyle shifts that can help you feel your best by stabilizing blood sugar and improving your overall health. Everything we discuss is designed for general health and routine education because everyone deserves to feel empowered with the right information. But I'm not your personal nurse, so make sure to check with your healthcare provider before making any changes. Let's dive into today's episode. Hi there, friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Balanced Sugar Podcast, where we keep it real, debunk the myths, and tackle all things health-related with a low-carb twist. I'm Adrienne Wheat, your host and registered nurse, and just a friendly reminder that I am not your nurse, but I am here to help you make sense of this whole blood sugar balancing journey. All right, today we're diving into something that has been stirring the pot. Myths about the low-carb, high-fat, and moderate protein lifestyle, or as some like to call it, healthy keto. Now, you've probably heard a lot of interesting things about this way of eating. Some of them true, but a lot of them are way off base. So let's set the record straight, shall we? Let's get right into it. Myth number 1, you'll be starving on low-carb. Oh man, have I heard this one before. But here's the truth. If you're doing low carb the right way, emphasizing healthy fats and moderate protein, you are not going to be hungry. In fact, you're going to feel pretty darn full and satisfied because the hormone that makes you feel full is actually fat dependent, meaning you need good fats to make you feel full. Not to mention many of the non-fat items out there are chock full of sugar, which definitely does not help the situation. So now imagine a delicious plate of some avocado and salmon or steak and a side of non-starchy veggies and a drizzle of olive oil. That combo is going to keep you full for hours because fats are your friend here and they take longer to digest, keeping that hunger monster at bay. Now, this isn't Atkins, people. We're not packing on the protein and calling it a day. We're balancing healthy fats with just enough protein to keep your blood sugar stable without going into overload. Too much protein can actually cause the liver to convert protein to glucose, aka sugar, which is why some people say this lifestyle can cause insulin resistance. But that only happens if it's done wrong. So the goal is moderate protein. Got it? Okay. So your body gets steady energy from the fat without the crash or cravings, and you feel full for longer. Sounds good, right? Okay, let's move on to myth number 2. You'll lose muscle eating all that fat. Well, here's the deal. Your body is smarter than you think. Healthy fats aren't just a fuel source. They're crucial for hormone production, brain function, and even absorbing important nutrients like vitamins A, D, E, and K. That's like feeding your body premium fuel instead of the cheap stuff. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that fat alone will make you Hulk out. But when you pair your low-carb lifestyle with some strength training and moderate protein intake, your muscle mass will stick around. And many people find that they even get leaner because their body is able to use their excess body fat as energy instead of storing it. Plus, you'll feel stronger, more energized, and ready to take on the world. Or at least that big pile of laundry that never seems to end. Anybody else? Okay, on to myth number 3. You'll be deficient in essential nutrients. Now, this one cracks me up because many people think that if you're not eating a plate full of pasta or rice, you're automatically nutrient deficient because they chalk so many extra synthetic vitamins and minerals into those foods. But let me tell you, a well-balanced low-carb lifestyle can give you more nutrients than you might imagine. Think leafy greens, colorful veggies like broccoli and cauliflower, healthy fats from things like olive oil and avocados, and quality proteins from fish, eggs, and meats. You are not missing out. You are upgrading. My mom's story is a perfect example. She not only learned to balance her blood sugar naturally, but also drastically improved her kidney function and digestion by focusing on nutrient-dense low-carb foods. And she didn't even have lots of teeth and did it on food stamps. So it is totally possible, even on a budget. Okay, last but not least, myth number 4. You'll be constipated on a low-carb diet. This one's got people scared, but it's all about how you plan your meals. Sure, some people might notice a shift in their digestion when they first start cutting carbs and increasing fiber, but once you get the hang of it, eating plenty of non-starchy veggies and drinking enough water, your digestive system will thank you. My mom had IBS for years, and her low-carb lifestyle actually improved her regularity. Crazy, right? It's all about staying hydrated and getting enough fiber from non-starchy vegetables like spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, lettuce, basically all those beautiful leafy greens that should be on your plate anyway. Constipation isn't a guarantee, but making a few adjustments will keep things moving along smoothly. Pun intended. So there you have it, friends. We busted some of the most common myths surrounding the low-carb, high-fat, moderate protein lifestyle. And as always, remember, everybody's body is different. So what works for one person might not work the same way for someone else. So this is general nutritional advice. Make sure you listen to your body, trust the process, and always consult a healthcare professional before making major changes to your diet. If you're curious and want to take the next step, I've got a free cheat sheet with 5 easy tips for better blood sugar control. And I just finished a sweet and simple blood sugar friendly dessert recipe book. So head over to the links in the show notes and grab them for yourself. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Balanced Blood Sugar Podcast. If you loved today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with someone who could use a little low-carb myth busting in their life. I'll catch you next time with more tips, stories, and ways to keep your blood sugar balanced and your body thriving. Until then, remember, there is hope. You can do this, and you are worth taking care of.